for the West Panthers. All right, time to take a look at the Panthers themselves, and let's start with the guys, Josh Martin, George Europe, Isaiah Armand, and Jaden Bowens. First of all, guys, thanks for being here with us, and three straight here. Talk about this role that this team has gotten on and how well you're playing.
Well, we started off slow in 3, but we're just trying to take game by game. We're on a 3-game winning streak, but just because we blow out a team 51-8 don't mean we change how we game plan, how we plan for the next week. So right now we're just trying to take game by game, try to plan exactly, just be good as possible. These next 4 weeks is critical. We're not in the best position playoff wise, so right now every game is just critical for us.
Talk about. Let's start with stumbling out of the blocks, but this team never gave up. You got to turn it around. What did it take to do that? What did you guys talk about as a team to kind of keep on track and turn it around after the 3rd week?
After the first week, the first 3 games, we lost. We came to there that week. We had a great practice that whole week. We won that game. Second week, best practice week we ever had so far. We had Strasburg. We ended up beating them. Then we turned around 51-8 against North. And now we have Allen this week. Hopefully we do good this week.
Talk about what it says about this group, that you just turned this thing around. You never gave up. What does it say about your group?
It shows that we don't give up, even though in the beginning of the season how we were losing because we wasn't playing full games. It shows that we could come back and bounce back from how we was in the beginning of the season.
Let's talk about what's happening. I mean, what are you doing well on the field right now as a team that's gotten you going here?
Okay. Our chemistry has developed over the past 6 weeks, I feel like.
Yeah, not only the chemistry, but leadership. Those first 3 weeks was definitely not the best leadership-wise out of us 4, but, Coach kept on us. We're not going to win no games without leadership, and we for sure develop more leadership, and I feel like that's showing.
Let's talk about first offensively. What are you doing well? What is this offense doing well right now?
Our O-line is doing better in practice in the games. We're getting more pushes for Jaden to be able to run the ball through the holes like he needs to. For me to be back in the pocket and be able to throw the ball up for our receivers and give them a chance.
Jane, jump in here. You've been running the ball well. We saw some in the highlights. What's happening, especially what's happening in front of you with these guys?
It's the offensive line. The offensive line is everything. It gives Izzy time to throw the ball. It gives me time to run it. These guys have been really doing well. I would say the receivers, too. The receivers have been doing their jobs, catching the ball, blocking well, and, that's it.
What about defensively? Last couple of weeks, this defense has been a lockdown unit. What's happening on that side of the ball?
I would say communication-wise, for sure, we were making a lot of changes in the beginning of the season, but I feel like we finally came together as one, and it's been definitely shown. Coach spends his whole Saturday game prepping for offenses, and we play for him majority of the times, executing, because he takes so much time out of his life to make sure we execute defensively, and we've definitely been working together on the same page, and that's definitely what coaches want.
The confidence of this team has to be running high now too, with these 3 wins. Talk about the confidence level of this club right now.
Our confidence is very high right now, but we can't let that overcome or overestimate ourselves, and we still got to play at the level we need to play every single game. And especially for our young guys, they've been stepping up lately for what they need to do and everything.
What's this team thinking now? And I know Coach is going to cringe because he doesn't want you to look past Allen this week, but Allen, East Stroudsburg South, a couple of big games coming up in the next few weeks. Has that changed now that you're back into the playoff hunt, back into the league hunt? How's that kind of gotten you back on track with some of the goals you might have had coming into the season?
The goal was to take one game at a time. We're not really worried about all the games like I had, because when we do that, we might mess up the game that we have to focus on.
So Allen, this week, obviously taking a look at the team, they may be struggling, but they have shown some sparks. How do you go into a game like that against a team that might be a little bit dangerous to you at this point?
We can't overestimate them. We just need to play how we've been playing football for the past 3 weeks. Play our game.
And go out there and have fun.
If I can see, I like that, and on that note, talk about this group, because season and you guys were going at it, but then after you were done going at it, you were right back together. Talk about what kind of group that you have, what kind of people you have as your teammates.
We're family. At practice, we're gonna get after it. We might argue, we might fight, but that's all a part of the game. We try our best to go after, get us better every practice. That's our goal, because we're definitely gonna face good teams. We're not gonna get better taking this off on us, and at the end of the day, we know we're family. We're gonna get into fights, arguments. So at the end of the day, we know we're family. We're gonna make up.
What do you like about this group?
We're just you got it. I just said something.
We all have each other's back. That's what I like.
Yeah.
I feel like with this group, other than our other groups, I feel like I'm closer to this group than I was with all my other groups. Especially since I'm a senior, I get to help out my younger teammates. So it's I like it, and I get to get closer with them.
Talk about what you need to do as a team now to keep this going, to keep on this win streak, to keep playing your best. What do you have to do as an entire unit?
Take a game like game, take it play by play, do the best we can every single play, give it our all, and just don't give up.
What about what you hope for in the postseason? You guys have been there. How would it be to get back there, and what do you got to do to get there?
Just right now, take a game by game. Once we enter those playoffs, those teams are definitely some good competition. They're none to play with. So right now, we're just trying to put ourselves in the best position after the next 4 weeks. Try to win out and put ourselves in the best position. But once we enter those playoffs, we're definitely gonna have to focus up, because we're gonna play some good competition there.
For each of you, what do you hope to bring to the table each week? Your special stamp on this team. What do you guys bring as individuals toward the whole for each of you guys?
Every game I come to play, I gotta bring out my best every game, and when I bring out my best, it has other people bring out their best too.
Just being a role model. In practice, going 100%. Those guys they're gonna notice that. Doing 100%, going try hard, setting the tempo in practice. That definitely is gonna get us overall better for sure.
Keeping the leadership and keeping everybody focused.
It has to be focused, and you got to come to play. You got to be ready to play, because every team is going to have competition, so you got to be ready.
All right, well, you're all seniors, so you'll be finishing up your time at West here in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully it's more than just before the regular season. Hopefully this goes for a while. But as you leave this program, for each of you finally, what will you take from having played at West, and what do you hope to leave behind as your legacy and for the younger guys coming up behind you?
I hope that I leave as a great role model for my younger guys, and I take from West that the coaching staff, I appreciate all of them, thankful for everything they have done for me, and that's about it. I was gonna say.
Yeah, Coach has definitely changed my mindset. A lot of young guys tend to have the tendency of just not thinking they know everything. Here with Coach McCarroll, Coach Koval, Coach Burge, Coach P, they showed, just be quiet. Just take the coaching. We're not here to criticize you on your wrongs. We're just trying to make you better overall. And, that's definitely something I hope those young guys pick up on, because that definitely changed my mindset, not only here, but, in the future.
Ryan?
What I'm going to take from here is the constructive criticism. Before, when I was younger, I didn't really want to listen to anybody, but Coach Alex and Coach McCarroll, they straightened me out, And I hope I left a mark to have the younger kids like listen to coaches and try their hardest.
All right, Jaden, you got the last word here.
For me, it's going to be for the people that come behind me. It's going to be the running backs because they're going to have to go through Coach Koval, and Coach Koval is a hard coach, and it's all about fun. And I feel like he brings that fun to the table, and I feel like Coach McCarroll means a lot to me, and I treat him like a father figure. So that's
Yeah,
it.
that's the same. You know, Coach Z, Coach P, Coach Ongs, Coach Koval, Coach McCarroll. You know, they definitely made a big impact. And I feel like on all four of our lives. You know, just shout out to them.
West Football made us the people we are today.
All right, guys. Well, great job tonight. Great job over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully, you keep this thing going. All right, the Panthers with us, Josh Martin, George Europe, Isaiah Armand, Jaden Bowens, the Pocono Mountain West Panthers with us here this evening on the Monday Evening Quarterback. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll bring Coach McCarroll back in and talk more about his team. That's coming up next here on the Monday Evening Quarterbacks.